Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build Your Own R2D2, where we're just going to be looking at one issue this week, and that is because once again I've been let down by my news agents and issue 35 isn't actually in stock, which does mean that the next video will hopefully have 3 issues to cover. That's 6. 3 issues to cover, which would be very, very nice. But yeah, sadly just one this week. I don't know why. I think maybe the bank holiday. No, because this is the issue I got with the bank holiday. I don't know why. Back to school madness in the DeAgostini offices, I guess. But yeah, in 2 weeks' time, we'll be looking at 3 issues. This time it's just the one, but it is quite a good issue. So shall we get started? I think we should. So the first thing we're going to be looking at in this video is this rather nice cable. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? No, I'm not being sarcastic. This is a cable that I have waited for a while, actually, because this is the tester cable for the motor. You can see it's got the big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprung connector there as well. So you need the battery pack and you need it turned to off, and then you plug in the regular connector into the test board here, and then you get the leg, which is here. You pull out this troublesome cable. I call it troublesome because it made me unscrew the whole damn thing, which was a pain. There we go. And then we plug it in here, the tester cable, as you can see. And you go like that, and then if you press the S2 button and turn the battery pack on, listen to that. That's amazing. Look at it go. Whee! Oh, that's brilliant. I wonder if I can... I wonder how fast it will go. Yeah, it does move. Hold on, let me set up a different camera angle. Okay, this is the leg moving on its own steam. Obviously, I have to hold it up for balance, but I am not putting any force onto this at all. It has got to be moving on its own. Oh, actually... See, it's quicker than you think. Very, very nice. I'm really glad that it works. It goes at a nice speed. And we just bring the camera angle back and just test it one more time for good luck. And yeah, the motor's working. I'm very glad that the motor's working. With wheels being issues in DeLorean, I didn't want wheels to be an issue for the R2D2. So I'm happy that it ain't. So keeping with the leg, the next thing we do is we plug up the screw holes. We are getting plug screws, guys. All of these dots here are going to be covered in white. I cannot express how glad I am that DeAgostini have decided to do this, because it adds so much to the build. So sorry, the first thing you do is you get these longer ones. They are slightly longer, and you can tell they're longer because they come in a sprue, just the 2 of them. The rest come attached like that. So you get one of these and you just push it in there to cover up that screw hole. Oh, beautiful. And then we just do the same on this side as well. Come on, get in. There we go. Beautiful. And they are both flush, and it adds so much. I'm so thankful. Thank you very much for DeAgostini for doing that. So let me just go ahead and plug in the rest of them. And you know what? For some reason, I found that really satisfying. And they look great. You know, they really do add something. Very, very happy that we're getting these plugs. Very happy indeed. So of course the reason we're patching up just this part is because we get the fuel cell in this issue, which is this part here, the big kind of square thing that attaches to R2D2's leg. So the first thing you have to do is get this part here with the giant hole cut out. You have it so it's this way facing with this part facing down, and then you attach one of these silver and blue decorative parts on there like that. Oh, looking very nice. I do love the colour scheme of R2D2. Weirdly enough, our wedding is going to have a blue and silver theme. So if R2D2 was ready, which he's not going to be, he would be quite prominent, but don't tell the fiance that. So yeah, that's the first thing you do. And then you make sure you just fed. Sorry about that, just checking the instructions. I am doing it right. You just attach this piece onto here like that, making sure that you just thread all of those cables through that part there. And there you go, you push it down when all those parts are through. And then of course you see you have screw holes here, 4 of them. You attach them. You attach this part to the main leg with the screws that we get in this issue. Sorry, I told a little fib there. I do of course mean the screws that we got in the last few issues, because we don't actually get any screws in this issue. So sorry about that, I did a little fib. So when this part is all screwed in, it will look like that with the detailing at the front of the leg there. And it's just nice and white at the back. And I really like the way how it all fits together in this little groove. And I really like the way that that's plugged. That's very cool. So the next thing you do is you get the next one of these decorative parts. I managed to say it right that time. And you get the next half of the fuel cell. Just plug this part into there like that, with the blue part facing up away from this big peg, and you just place it over the fuel cell like that, looking very nice indeed. Now there are screw holes here for the rest of the screws, but of course we're going to get screw hole plugs for this fuel cell so it doesn't look as ugly as it does now. And here we have it all screwed together. Sorry for whisking it off camera for the entirety of this video to do the screwing part. It's just the angle is very dodgy and I couldn't quite get it done on camera, but you know, it looks very nice and it is very clear cut how to screw it in. Now the final thing we are doing in this video, if I can get a good enough angle, is attaching these couple cable parts that we got last issue. And it is very simple how to do this. You just plug one in there like that. It is a very loose fit, so you can take it out and in nice and easily, and you just fold it round and plug it into there like that. There you go, so you can see a little better. For this one, plug it in there, plug it round, push it in like that, and here we have R2D2's first leg finished. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that, the fuel cell right on the end there, and we have it all standing up, and it looks great. It looks really nice, and it moves really nice as well. The whine isn't loud at all. It will obviously be 2 times louder because of the second leg, but yeah, it wasn't too bad at all, and it did have a nice quality to it, the sound. I hope you agree. Very R2D2 in the way it sounded, I thought, if that is such a thing. But yeah, the leg is all done. I'm sure it won't be long before we get started on the next one and have to do it all again, just from a different angle. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. And it's nice and chunky. It looks gorgeous. I really like these copper cables. I kind of wish that these were actually metal, these silver parts, rather than painted plastic, but for the most part I am very happy. These cylinder parts of course are metal, and these parts as well, so there's a nice mix of metal and plastic. And yeah, I am very excited now about what is next, because with this leg done and with the dome stuff all done, what is next? Who knows? I hope you will join me next time to find out in 2 weeks time, where we're going to be looking at 3 issues. So until then guys, take care, bye bye.